What's up, everyone? It's Roger and APFM, another episode of the DisKingdom podcast. In this episode, we are going to be, Abe's going to be giving us his thoughts on the new Finest Hours movie, which just come out in the US a couple of weeks ago. It's out in the UK in a couple of weeks' time. So, Abe, I'm going to throw this one straight over to you. What was your first impressions of the Finest Hours?
I definitely enjoyed the film. It's definitely a different type of movie. These are the based on a true story, emotional, moving drama type of movie. Kind of like Disney has this type of movie. Kind of like I don't know, Return of the Titans. You have that type of feel. So but this one's based on one of the most daring and amazing rescues in U.S. Coast Guard history, it's just based off of a. There's this big storm out in sea, and then there's the big oil tanker ends up being hit by the waves. It starts to sink. They need to save people, and it turns out that a second tanker goes through the same thing, but it just describes the journey of this one Coast Guard boat captain taking out this small little tiny ship, trying to find them. Trying to escape the barge, basically where the ocean and the encountering waves return. You got to get over that in order to survive. But because it's a storm, it was so hard for them in this tiny little boat. But they managed to get through. Long story short, it's basically about this small little vessel that is meant to ideally hold 6 to 8 people at most. Ends up with 4 crew, ends up saving a total of 32 survivors. No radar, no compass, no nothing. Just basically going on with just going off of the sea and little signals from the town. But there was this great little love story tied in with lead actor Chris Pine. We know him from Star Trek and Into the woods. Anyways, yeah, it's definitely a great movie. It's moving. As far as review goes, I definitely enjoyed it. I do want to say that the love story was a little too cheesy in my opinion. It's kind of
just throw in. Kind of sounds like something that wasn't really needed by the sounds of it. Doesn't really seem like it suited what was going on.
Here's the thing. From my understanding, obviously the gentleman who the story was based off of, he has already passed, but I believe his wife still exists, and this is kind of recounted based off of part of her testimony, and then all obviously survivors or whatnot. But there was a love story back then. There was an interest, but obviously this was Disneyfied or Hollywoodified just to make it nice and pretty for the movie. And from my opinion, I think the way it was done, it was a little cheesy, but it was crucial though that this love story happens because, according to one of the parts of the stories that they told in the movie, they were able to find their way back because the girlfriend drove with a lot of town people to the harbor, and they turned on their headlights on their cars because the power went down. So she was important. She's crucial in the story. But the way the love story was, maybe it could have been a little toned down a bit. But
I think it's quite often a tendency is to kind of put these things in, and it's like, it doesn't necessarily need to be a love story. It's just the fact, well, that's his girlfriend, or that's and she wants him back is enough to kind of say that's it.
Mm-hmm. But as far as the movie goes, if I were to give it a rating, I'll probably give it like an 8 out of 10. It's definitely a good movie to watch. It's not for everybody because it's not, if you want to go laugh or you want to go see a lot of suspense, this is not the type of movie for you. It's based on a true story, and it's a really cool, daring journey. And I definitely recommend it for those who like this type of movies, or if you have some type of connection to your armed forces, Coast Guard, or you name it. It's a cool little touching piece, and I enjoyed the way Disney told it. So yeah, go check it out.
I think it's like, to me, it's kind of a movie that I'm going to wait till it comes out on home video, because it doesn't feel like that kind of movie to me that needs to be seen at the cinema. It feels like, I think Disney have got so much stuff going on with movies at the minute. They've got so many huge brands. They've got all these big animated Pixar movies. You've got Marvel Wars things, and you got these live action versions. This movie feels like it's just fallen through the cracks and it's just been thrown out in like the beginning of the year because that was the only slot available. I don't know. It feels like it hasn't got a lot of steam going behind it.
Yeah, it's one of those movies. Yeah, it's like a side project that's still good enough to actually represent the brand and to move forward. I mean, if you want to go there, like I'll be honest, I wasn't planning to see it in theaters. But the only reason why I did was family members who did see it recommended it, so obviously I trusted that judgment. And B, my girlfriend likes Chris Pine, so
yeah. Now, I must admit, I saved my money this week to go. I'm going to go see Deadpool instead. It's a slightly different movie. It's just that kind of thing. I think as well. I think there's just so much for me. I always feel like with the cinema, it has to be something big and spectacular to go when I go see it. And this movie, I mean, I love to, I've been heavily involved with lifeguards and stuff, lifeguarding all my life kind of thing with my dad and stuff. So definitely from that point of view, I understand that whole process and doing the rescue thing. And it's definitely one I want to see. But like I said, I think I'm a few months away from seeing it myself. But it's nice to know that it's good. I think it definitely sounds like it's kind of been maybe undersold.
Sort of, yeah. I would say.
Yeah. Yes, it's just kind of like it's good. It's a good movie, but not an amazing movie. Is that kind of what I'd say, right? From your question?
No, I mean it's definitely a great movie. I just feel like it's not a movie that they're gonna push too much. It's just like one of those movies that's like extra. It's more on the portfolio side. Like for example, you're gonna see way more Captain America advertisements than you're gonna see Finest Hours on television. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like or on the internet. But no, it's definitely a great movie. Don't get me wrong. I don't think there was anything that was bad about it. It's just it's not one of those movies that they're going to push too much because it's not for everybody. So
yeah. I think as well. I think from Disney's point of view, making movies that are away from their franchises and stuff, it's still good that they're doing that because it gives them a chance to do different projects and also brings in a different revenue source rather than just merchandise powerhouses.
Right.
But like you say, it definitely kind of slides into that kind of movie that you'd expect to see from another studio quite easily, and they probably would push it as their main project of the year.
Right.
Whereas Disney, it kind of got lost in the shuffle. And I know I think that's one of the big reasons why DreamWorks and Steven Spielberg and stuff, I don't think they were quite why they pulled out of the Disney deal that they had, because I think I know Steven Spielberg was like, with this BFG and stuff, I think he felt like he wasn't getting the attention he wanted from them, because they were like, well, we got 15 other movies we're promoting. Yours is not really at the top of our list.
Right.
But no, definitely kind of things into that.
But anyways, it's definitely a good movie. So let us know what you guys think if you've seen it in the comments below.
Yeah.
And let's also thank all our Patreons, Ethan from Sword Reps and Magic Band Collectors. Thank you for your Patreonism. And for all those who want to be our Patreons, please help us out. Every day we go without a Patreon donation, a unicorn dies. So please, just kidding. Thank you for all your donations, guys. And anyways, thanks for watching. Subscribe. We'll see you later.
See you in the later episode. Laters.